Welcome to your July 2026 Taroscope reading, brought to you by me, Kathleen Robinson of Karmaqueens. So let's get started. So I'm mixing your cards. And then I shall put them together into a pile. This is the hardest bit, trying to get them to make some sense. And I'm going to shuffle them twice. 1, 2. Let's see what they're saying. So first of all, we've got 4 cards that will try and describe the main influences that are going to be around you for this month. Okay, wow, nice layout. Let me talk about the Knight of Cups here, upright. It can be a very romantic card, especially when it's coupled with the Lover's card or the minus Lover's card, which is the Two of Cups upright. In general terms, the Knight of Cups is commitment, that somebody is absolutely, truly committed to something and very serious about what they're doing. And it can be aligned to the knight in shining armor, sweeping you off your feet, that kind of thing. But it is a commitment card, so even in an existing relationship, somebody is very serious about committing themselves totally and utterly to the relationship. The Two of Cups can be on a spectrum, so if we look at it from this side, it's friendship groups, really understanding where you're coming from, to that completely sweeping you off your feet as well card. A complete understanding is established with you, between you and other people, and it's indicating that it could be sort of a one-to-one situation here. Now your Temperance card reversed is quite an extreme emotional situation that you're finding yourself in during the course of this month, because it means that you're not really in a frame of mind that's completely in control of a situation that's around you. You kind of feel overwhelmed in such a way that it's becoming impossible to operate. And sometimes this card is very much linked to hormonal imbalances that can be around you, whether you're a man or a woman. Something is not quite right, something's not quite balanced. And if you are feeling that way, then it might be an idea to get that checked out by a professional. It's just suggesting that you're overwhelmed to some degree with emotion, and that's kind of paralyzing you like a rabbit in headlights as you're moving forward this month. It's difficult, but try and ride it through the best way that you can on a day-to-day basis. The last card that you've got here is the High Priestess card reversed. And this card is signification that you really must listen to what your voice is saying within yourself. Somebody's not giving you the truth, whether that be through nice reasons or nasty reasons. They're not actually telling you something that you need to know. And so you really must dig a little bit deeper if you're thinking, this is too good to be true. Perhaps you need to find out more of what's happening around you so you can make sure that you're not led up a garden path. The next influences that I want to talk about you is relationships. Again, I just put a caveat on this, that it can be friendship groups, it can be work, it can be family, and it can be intimate relationships. So what have we got happening here? Well, there's certainly a feeling of frustration because I've got the Devil card reversed, which is, it means having to try and do something again and again in order to get the thing sorted. It's trying to break away from a situation that is no longer working for you. And whatever that situation is, you know that you've got to do it. However, it will take many attempts during the course of the month to deal with that. And the Ten of Swords reversed is indicating that there's a lot of noise happening around the relationships, that you really must have your say and don't back down on whatever that matter is that you need to have your say, because that's the only way that clarity will be achieved with what you have to say. Because at the moment, people don't get you. They don't understand what it is that you're finding that you need to break away from. So you have to put it in very simple terms what that is. And yes, there might be words said, but if you've got to get it out there in the open, because once you've got it out there, the calm waters will arrive and you'll feel as if you've made some form of steps towards what you want to be achieving in relationships. So don't hold your tongue. If something has to be said, say it, so that those people who don't understand will certainly get clarity on what your situation is. In terms of money, let's have a look and see what they're saying about that. We've got a situation with your King of Pentacles reversed, that either the first option on this is that somebody could be actually trying to convince you financially that they're the best thing since sliced bread and that you're going to gain a shed load of money by doing whatever it is that they're asking to do. They don't know what they're talking about is your simple answer. They don't have the qualification or expertise to deliver that to you. So be wary of anybody, especially, we know it, scam things. Make sure that you're completely covered with that aspect. And financially, your Strength card is suggesting that money, well, it comes and it goes. You know that. You've been in good times and bad times, but you've weathered it through. And the Strength card is saying that you will do it again. If there's been a bit of a stormy situation around you financially in July, you're going to see it through. That's what you do. And somehow you make it through the other end. So don't lose that belief in yourself and keep doing what you're doing financially. So finally, I just want to talk a little bit about me before we go into the area which is about the other cards. So yes, I'm Kathleen Robinson, been reading the cards online since 2009, but many years before that. We have Zoom readings, which is on the platform like we have today. We have telephone readings by landline if you want, or we do it on WhatsApp. And that's useful if you're abroad. You can have a reading without having a big phone bill. You can also do it in this country if you want to do it that way as well. And we have face-to-face readings with me here in Edinburgh. And for those of you who are a bit shy, we also do readings by email. But it's all found on my website, fivetarot.co.uk. And on that website is the booking calendar that's live. You book your reading time and date. I get in touch with you, send you an email, which you can pay by PayPal, or you can pay by a bank transfer, only for those in the UK, but in PayPal, you can do it on your credit or debit card if you're not a member. So that's the process. So hopefully you'll be able to have a reading soon. Now, if you don't want a reading, that is fine. But I really would like you to bring some good karma by liking and subscribing on this YouTube channel. That would really help me. Now we're going to go on to the other cards, so let's just do that. So the first set of cards that we're going to have a look at is something called Crystal Angel cards, and we're going to mix them around. And let's see what they bring you. So I'm going to mix them, 1, 2, and let's see what cards they're bringing you. So what they do is that they actually bring you a card that resonates with an energy perhaps that you're needing. And the first one is apophyllite, and this card is a mineral that has many varieties. It generally appears as a starburst cluster with leaves pointing out from it. This stone simulates psychic experiences and supports receiving intuitive visions and healing dreams. And what it's saying about you is it's a wonderful sign that you're receiving increased supports so that your needs are met. And the support may take the form of abundance, emotional comfort, or relief from some of your responsibilities, giving you more time to focus upon your priorities. God has heard and is answering your prayers, which may involve you receiving intuition or ideas to take positive action. Be sure to do so that you won't miss the blessings offered to you. And these divinely guided actions could include making healthful lifestyle changes to raise your spiritual vibration, which in turn will attract higher outcomes. The next card is something called ametrine, and this card is very interesting as well for you because it balances masculine and feminine energies. It's a purplish stone, has the sunset colours of gold peeking out from it, and it's a mixture of violet, amethyst and yellow citrine. And because of its dual nature, the ametrine is connected to a wonderful stone for balancing your masculine and feminine sides. So what are they saying? Well, this card comes up whenever you find yourself stuck in your masculine energy because of a competitive or stressful work or family situation. Perhaps you feel like you've had to do battle or be extra vigilant. Yet there's a time to balance that masculine energy with the nurturing gentleness of your feminine energy. Every person has both masculine and feminine energy within. Balancing them is essential for health and effectiveness in life. And the feminine energy receives divinely guided ideas and creative insights, and the masculine energy puts these ideas into motion, so both are really 50-50 partners. And too much feminine energy can lead to passivity, where dreams aren't acted upon, and too much masculine energy can result to uninspired aggressive action. Once you do that balance, you'll discover that your stress levels are reduced and that you're better able to relax when you get home from work especially. Now the last set of cards that I've got is something called yin and yang cards, which are derived from the old sticks that the monks have and Buddhists have within their temples. And so let's just see what they're bringing you. So I'm just bringing these back together. And remember, as a Karma Queen, I believe that good actions performed with good intentions lead to positive consequences such as happiness. So every month I try to do my best to deliver that in the world. And I hope that maybe if you're not doing so, you might be mindful of that. Now with these yin yang cards, I'm going to just mix them twice. And let's just see what the card is that it brings you. So it's about changing or revolution in the highest form, and that's the chakras that are kind of broken. And it's time for inevitable change. Show firmness and inner peace. There's no place for regret and sorrow for past mistakes. Look ahead. Big things in personal affairs. Breaking old love affairs for a new love relationship. Well, that's very interesting. So hopefully you're able to recognize that and deal with that as the month comes along. So that's all from me, Kathleen Robinson. Before you go, please can you like and subscribe on my YouTube channel? It really helps me so much. And until the next time, I'm Kathleen Robinson.